everyone and welcome to the Crumple Zone, the show where we give you all the latest updates and news in the world of the crash-tastic sport known as banger racing. Now today is going to be quite a short episode, and the reason for that is there's only one meeting coming up this weekend, and we'll go into that in a little bit. But I also want to say there is going to be an extra bonus episode this week of the Crumple Zone, which will be a aftermath episode, basically talking about all the things that happened at the Van Banger meeting and the Heavy Metal Classic. So please stay tuned for that, where we give you more details and more news in that episode. But this episode we're going to talk about upcoming events and also talk about the unfortunate news about Tullyroan. So without any further ado, let's get ready to crumple. Unfortunately, the first news is not very positive, because unfortunately last weekend Tullyroan had to announce that the Van Banger meeting had to be postponed. DMC Race Promotions gave out a statement on Facebook, and it reads, quote, "Due to the snow and ice, tomorrow's race meeting at Tullyroan Oval has been postponed. The venue is currently snow covered and frozen, and with the weather warning to continue for the next 48 hours, unfortunately we have no option but to postpone. The safety of everyone attending is our paramount importance to us. A rescheduled date will be communicated in due course. DMC Race Promotions would like to apologise for any inconvenience this may cause." This is very disappointing news, but at the end of the day, safety must come first, and you've got to give it to DMC Race Promotions for thinking on the fly and thinking of the well-being of everyone involved. So thank you to DMC Race Promotions for thinking swiftly and making sure everyone was safe before this meeting actually did take place. Funnily enough, as of recording, there is a new scheduled date for this event. And the new date is on the 25th of January. So it's all the same formulas as before. The big van bangers, 1600 rookie bangers, lightning rods, super stocks and junior productions. Just like before. But the new date is the 25th of January. I look forward to giving you more details in a couple of weeks' time. Okay, let's talk about the meat of the matter, which of course is the Civil War XXVI, which is being hosted at Hednesford Hills Raceway. Yeah, it's time for the North to go against the South in the notorious team meeting extravaganza of the season. There's a lot of talk about this meeting online at the moment. One of the main reasons is the controversial news about the micro bangers. So if you're unaware, every year they host this event, they usually have 3 formulas representing the North and the South. Now, years ago, it used to be the unlimited bangers, 2-litre bangers, and then the micro bangers. A few years ago, the unlimited bangers had to be dropped due to lack of numbers. Then, the 1600 bangers replaced the unlimited bangers in the Civil War. Now, this was all fine and dandy because the meeting itself was still very popular, and the micro bangers, 2-litre bangers and 1600 bangers were still providing great entertainment. But this year, however, they've had to drop the micro bangers due to lack of numbers as well. Now, this does concern someone like me who really loves this meeting, as I do hope that this meeting does continue in the future, but with more and more numbers dropping, it does make this meeting in the radar of being a one-off event in the future, because the future's starting to look a little bit bleak. However, we've still got a decent amount of 2-litre bangers and 1600 bangers at the event. As for the third formula, just because they didn't just want to have a meeting with 60 cars turn up, we've got the junior bangers racing at Hednesford. Now, this is quite unusual, really, because to my knowledge, junior bangers are not exactly regulars at Hednesford Hills, so that will add a little bit of excitement to the meeting. I must point out that the junior bangers are not taking part in the Civil War team procedure. They are just a separate formula just to add some more interest to the meeting. I do recommend checking this one out, as all. Yes, I have said that it is a bit disappointing that we no longer have the micro bangers, but 2 litre bangers and 1600s should give some good entertainment for this upcoming weekend. In other exciting news, Trackstar Racing on their official Facebook page have announced that the 2026 fixtures will be coming very soon. Quote, "We thank everyone, drivers, fans and officials for their patience with the release of the fixtures. Promoter meetings in the next few days should allow us clarity on being able to release the full fixtures, hopefully ASAP. We are excited to be able to share these with you, fan favourites and some new ideas too." Now this is very exciting, especially for me personally, as anyone who does know me or follows me knows that Kings Lynn is one of my favourite tracks to go and visit. So I can't wait to see what comes up in the 2026 season. And that is all the news that we have for this week. I do apologise for the delay for this episode, as there's been quite a lot going on. But once again, there will be another extra episode at the end of the week. I'm hoping to get it out on Friday, but if it does come out, it'll probably be Saturday or Sunday, one of the days at the end of this week, and that will give us even more details of what happened last week, and there's even more information that you lot will be interested in, including the car of the year, Joey Reynolds going on a roll, a first for Banger Racing, and even more. So please stay tuned for that episode. I do hope you've enjoyed this episode. Please give it a like and subscribe. Once again, massive thank you to Irish Banger Pictures and TR Race Videos. Link in the description down below to subscribe to their channels. I really do hope you've enjoyed this episode, and we'll see you next week, where we'll have talks about the Unlimited Banger Icebreaker at Kings Lynn. So until then, thank you all. Demolition Icon, over and out.